All right, Golden Eagle fans, I'm here with Brock Zacherl. Brock, how's it going today?
Good.
Good. You were recently voted by your teammates as captain. It's pretty rare for a redshirt freshman to be named captain. How does that make you feel this early in your college career that your teammates trusting you to be a leader? And do you see yourself as more of a vocal leader or a lead by example kind of captain?
I definitely feel like I'm a lead by example, kind of quiet captain. I don't usually like to get on people's backs and tell them to work hard because I expect them to, if they see me working hard, to follow in suit. And but now that I have this title, I think it's time for me to step up and start being more of a vocal leader. And the fact that the teammates have picked me as a young captain, it just is another thing showing me that I'm doing the right things, and that's a good feeling. And hopefully it's the start to a whole bunch of firsts for me this year, and the good things just keep rolling.
Awesome. Before we get into this past weekend, this summer was pretty busy for you. Second at Northeast Regionals, third at University Nationals, then it obviously culminated with your Junior World Team title. What do you think made this summer such success for you, and ultimately, what was it like to win a Junior World Team title?
I think the success can be attested to just the individual one-on-one time I had with my coaches, and there's a lot of times where it was me and Coach Loya, or me, Coach Loya, Coach Bedleon, and Coach Ferrero, just us in the room. That's it. And then you start to really fine-tune just every tiny aspect of your wrestling, and then just picking apart their brains, I learned so much about my style and how I should be wrestling, and it just kind of took me to the next level, a place I've never been before. I really am understanding wrestling now to the point that I never have before. It's not just moves to me anymore, it's more about understanding every single movement that your body does. And the experience was awesome. I got to spend every day this summer with the people I wanted to be with and doing the sport that I love to do. And I did a lot of travel, and I got to see a lot of things out in Colorado, out in Fargo, North Dakota, out in Akron, and everywhere else I went. So, that beats the beach any day for me. And all in all, winning that World Team Trials was just the icing on the cake for a wonderful summer.
You mentioned just a second ago you got to go out to Colorado Springs this summer for the Olympic Training Center camp. What was that experience like, being able to wrestle with some of the best guys in the country, not only at the junior division but also the senior level?
It was kind of a wake-up call for me too, along with all the great things that came from it, seeing how those guys train and seeing how I matched up with them. And you start to see your heroes become your rivals right in front of your eyes. Whenever I went a 6-minute match with Metcalf, and that's a guy I can remember watching whenever I was in junior high and high school, just rip people up at NCAAs and thinking how much I wanted to be like him. And now I'm in a room scrapping with him at the Olympic Training Center. So all in all, that it was just an awesome experience to see and soak up the knowledge that all those guys have, and just being there at that facility is a crazy feeling, and the scenery around it, it's just an awesome place to be.
Good stuff. Okay, let's get into this season now. You kicked things off last week at the Clarion Open with a 5-0 record, taking home the title. Were you happy with your overall performance, and do you feel like you were at your best?
I am happy with how I performed. No losses, so it's hard to not be happy. But I feel like I took a lot of things from that weekend that I can definitely improve upon. I don't think I wrestled my best, but I do think I wrestled really well. And already this week I've made a ton of improvements just from that weekend, and little tidbits that I picked up and that my coaches have told me to start working on. So it was a good experience, a good warm-up to the rest of the season.
Your teammate Evan DeLong also took home a title this past weekend. How pumped were you about that, and do you think that could be a launching point for Evan to really reach what he's capable of?
Yeah, that Evan winning the tournament, it pumped me up in a lot of ways, more than I think people realize. In the finals, Evan beat Garrett Peppelman, who's a PA state champ, as well as Evan, and we're in the same class. So when Evan beat him, it kind of shows like maybe in high school they probably weren't matched up at the same, but now Evan's passed him, and that just shows the coaching staffs that we have at Clarion is doing the right things. We're getting guys better at a faster pace than most schools, and just I've always known Evan was capable of doing so much more than what he has done, and I think it's just going to keep snowballing, and he's going to turn into a beast by the end of the year.
Okay, this coming weekend you're going to be wrestling in Eastern Michigan. You'll be competing in your first dual meet competition in almost 2 years. I know from being around you when you were growing up that you really enjoyed the atmosphere the crowd brings for dual meets. Are you excited to compete in dual meets again?
Yeah, that's the part of wrestling that I really started to miss, was the unity a team and a dual meet brings. Just sitting by your teammates, getting in every single match. It's a lot different than at tournaments. Tournaments are kind of boring, and you every once in a while you get to watch a match that you're really, really into emotionally. And dual meets, it's that 10 matches in a row, and a dual meet tournament you have 3-4 matches, and it makes for a really fun day, and it makes for a lot of just friendships blooming, friendships improving, and just memories that you won't forget.
Okay. Clarion last season went through some rough times, coaching change, a lot of losses, some injuries. How much different do you feel like this team is from last year's, and what kind of expectations now that you're a captain do you have for the team?
I think last year we almost kind of we're down on ourselves. It's almost like we didn't expect to win, and after having the summer that I have, and already after one tournament having a lot of success. I mean, not just me and Evan, everybody in the whole entire lineup was wrestling with people that going into the tournament they might not have expected to. So, that opened up our eyes, and we can definitely see that we're wrestling like the Big Ten schools. They're humans, and we're doing the same things that they're doing. Nothing's different, and I think now we realize that we can wrestle with these guys, we can beat these guys, and we're not inferior to anyone, in that we can really just go with anybody in the country.
Okay, that's the team aspect. I know you got some lofty goals personally. So what are your expectations this year, and what goals do you see for yourself this year?
Same as it always has been my life. Coach Kleffer used to always say, every tournament you enter, you should expect to win, and that's what I want to do. The ultimate goal is to go undefeated, win an NCAA title, but when it comes down to it, I'll take a losing record if I go and win 5 matches in March. So the ultimate goal is getting better every single day come March, and put together 5 good wins and come home with my first NCAA title.
Awesome. Alrighty, Brock. I appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend, and we'll check back with you mid-season to see how things are going.